So perfect. We had 20 minutes. I don't know. I can see 12. We will see how this.
It's not the same.
Okay. Yes. Not the same. But we try to have in 1 minute a brief pitch about what are you doing in your network, your organization, okay, related with the mentoring and these advices. Maybe we can start
Okay,
with you,
I
Cristina.
can start. As you mentioned, my name is Cristina Fanjul. I'm director of SEI Asturias, Business Innovation Center in Asturias. But today here, I'm representing, because I am the proud president of EBN, which is the European Business Network. It's more than 150 business innovation centers all around Europe, providing on-the-ground services, public support services for access to finance, for modeling, for internationalization, and so on. It's important to say that we are quality certified, and our keywords are innovation, entrepreneurship, and impact.
Okay, thank you. Concha?
Hi, I'm Concha Guerra, General Manager of NetMentora Madrid since 2016. And then we are the Territorial Association of Réseau Entreprendre. It's a business international federation who helps to entrepreneurs to create jobs and create enterprise. And then the Réseau Entreprendre has been created by André Mullier in 1986. And then we support the creation of jobs by entrepreneurs. We have at this moment over 5,000 business leaders. We have created support the creation to 150,000 enterprise and jobs. Also, we have the same mission, the same value, the same vision. Our values are the person, gratuity, reciprocity, solidarity, and benevolence. And then we work, we have a great group of business leaders who we work about 3 pillars: territory, where we work, the creation of jobs, and offer the impact the business we have. And then for us, it's very important to create employee, and then we have same responsibility, social responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Sarah?
Hi, thank you very much for being here, inviting Youth Business Spain. We are the member in Spain of the global network Youth Business International. It's an organization founded 22 years ago for the Prince Charles in England with the objective to support entrepreneur support organization, non-profit organization that were supporting young people starting their business ideas. So here in Spain, we developed the methodology of this international network. We adapt to the needs of the entrepreneurs here in Spain. Now we are in 14 regions in Spain, and the global network has 15,000 mentors, and here in Spain we have 20,000 mentors working with us, supporting young entrepreneurs in this starting business idea or consolidate the new business that they create.
Okay, thank you. Finally, Luisa?
Okay, so hello everyone. Thanks, Miguel, for having me. I'm the head of WairaX. WairaX is one of the Telefónica's investment vehicles. It was created almost 2 years ago, November of 2020. And what we do is execute seed and early stage investments on B2C companies outside of the Telefónica's footprint. I assume that almost all of you are familiar with Telefónica. We operate in Europe and in Latin America. So our portfolio is quite diversified in terms of nationalities, backgrounds from our entrepreneurs, different things. We have 12 companies in our portfolio so far. Our goal is to end up this year with 20 companies in our portfolio. And the way we work with our entrepreneurs, it's quite tailor-made, right? Because as you can imagine, having one entrepreneur in San Francisco, another one in Amsterdam, Israel, Singapore, it's quite difficult to put all the entrepreneurs together, same space. We have to work with different time zones. We have to manage different things in order to work with our entrepreneurs. And we do it personally, depending on each entrepreneur's necessities. And we do so thanks to our network of internal mentors inside of Telefónica in order to generate also cultural change within our organization, and also with our external network of mentors from VCs, entrepreneurs, other corporates. So we have a quite diverse network in order to support our companies.
Okay, quite interesting, quite different organizations. So now, for instance, Lisa, what aspects do you consider that are more important in the mentoring process? Okay, maybe, I don't know, if are different from the different countries that you are working on, the different cultures, or?
Yeah, on my experience, I think the key to achieve, a success case is to be able to build a win-win relation between the mentor and the mentee, to be able to align interest and also to manage expectations for both sides, right? Because if you have one mentor that it's, really willing to help the startup, but the entrepreneur, for whatever reason, they don't have the time to, work on that relation, or to, be able to incorporate all the knowledge that the mentee is giving to them, it will be, some kind of friction between the two of them, because the mentor will say, come on, I'm giving you my time for free, without any interest, and you are not, putting into practice the things we are working together. So I think that's quite important. You don't need to build like something huge in order to generate impact on each startup. I think it's better to define one or two KPIs, start working together, and then if you achieve good results, continue building on top of that.
Okay, perfect. Cristina?
Well, I would like to talk from a different approach, because when talking about mentoring, everybody thinks about this kind of external mentoring when, the alignment, the expectation, which is always the same for every process. But here I'm representing a stable network of Business Innovation Center who have also professional insights. Let's say the model of mentoring probably is combining some in-house expertise, what of course several other expertise who is abroad or is managing in different times. What I think is important is because the alignment of expectation and the matchmaking, we all represent a kind of marketplaces in itself where the startups and the experts also make this matchmaking. So I think the fact of having a stable network able to connect because all of these companies, especially talking about innovation, entrepreneurship, international scale-ups, it's everything about international global challenges and so on. So the fact of having one point, and a stable contact point in local markets, in foreign markets, I think it's important to better align the needs and to make all these time. But I think one of the keys of the success is mix models and really be able to adapt to the need of the mentors. I think this is what I represent here. Our really committed partner managed this kind of very, amazing program of certification, and the EBN network has made a lot of effort in also promoting and also using the methodology of Madrid, but there's a lot of models inside. And I think this is the beauty of an international network.
Okay, perfect. Sarah, your opinion?
I was thinking about the characteristics of the mentoring, because in the last year we had been listening a lot, speaking about mentoring, a lot of international network of mentoring, and there are different kind of mentoring and process. And to us, there are, maybe you are all agree, there are several characteristics for us is important, is one-to-one, one mentor to a mentee, because sometimes one mentor is mentorizing several projects. And we think it's need to have one mentor in one project and build a personal relationship. It's not a business-to-business relationship. It's a personal relationship between the mentor and the mentee. So to us, it's important this connection and a long-term relationship, because it's not a consulting that they are going to teach you something for a few months to improve this or this in your company. We think it's a holistic help. It's something that will help you develop the soft skills you need to develop your business. You will take the decision. So this person help you in this process. So to us, it's one-to-one voluntary. It's important not to have interest conflict, not invest in the company, not being paid for this, because it's not mentoring to us, and a long-term commitment, 1 year maybe to us, sometimes more. And this personal relationship is important in this, because it's not a consulting. It's more than that. That's for me, it's important.
Okay, quite clear.
And about the process too, because the selection of the mentor, as you mentioned it, Luisa, because it's important to, there are a lot of startups that you can look at the profile of the mentee and the mentor, which is the perfect matching, but we believe there are also personal interests that sometimes the application can't realize. So to us, it's important this process more, there have to be a person looking the needs, as you say, of the mentee, the company, but also what are the interests of the mentor. Because maybe he's very good in finance, but he's boring to always been working in finance, and he loves the traveling, or I don't know, ski, tennis, and maybe it's better to find a project more related with their hobbies. So within the process, it's important to in this matching relationship.
Okay, perfect. Time flies, so I have 2 more interesting questions, so I'll try to make it quick. I also want to know your opinion about the difference between the mentoring in different countries, okay? I don't know if you consider that it could affect from being or having mentoring in Spain, for instance, and another country, for the culture, for the age, I don't know. What is your opinion in this case?
In NetMentora et en Réseau Entreprendre, nous avons, sorry, we have the same method, is the same. Our value proposal is the same method. That means the enterprise who was awarded by NetMentora Réseau Entreprendre has a rate of surveillance about 90%. Okay. It's the same method and the solid experience of our members.
So the people is adapting to the same methodology, and there is no problem?
It's no problem. Tunisia, Francia, Portugal, España.
Okay. Your opinion, Cristina?
Yeah, I really agree with Concha. I think the key of the process is the same, let's say, the alignment of expectation, covering the needs, and so on. What is really important is, and I think it's also the beauty of an international network, is that, of course, we have different values, different cultures, and if you are also approaching the mentoring process as a way of soft landing, as a way of internationalization, it's good to have local mentors, because they are able to show you, the specificities, the needs, and the way the value chains are incorporated in the country. So I think it's always a win-win situation, because normally the mentors which are in the process is because they probably love the startups, love innovation, and even the impact they create for those companies. So I think it's very important to have this international ecosystem working into the mentoring.
Okay, perfect. Luisa?
In a nutshell, I think despite the method and the end goal will be the same, you can find a lot of different things, coming from one country or another, but the same way as you can find difference when traveling to Spain compared to the US, compared to Latin America. And I think that's something good, especially if the startup is willing to scale up internationally. Entrepreneurs need to have the ability to adapt to new environments.
Okay. Finally, Sara? finally?
10 it's over. I don't know if...
Well, I think that Daniel maybe could
But
give you
it's
just
the
30
same.
seconds just to finish the last answer, okay? Your opinion is also interesting.
To us, it's the same. It's the same process.
Okay.
Some countries is more long the relationship. It's longer the relationship, more than a year, and more use the internet connection to have this meeting, and other is more in person. That is the difference in our network.
Just 1 minute more. Okay. Thank you. Okay, perfect. So thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy with the 3 panels.
Thank you, Miguel.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for this panel, and I'm sorry.